Anna, and welcome to our today's lesson. Now, in our today's lesson, we are going to look at the volume of cylinders. And last time we discussed about the surface area of cylinders. We did surface area of cylinders, and that was to help us to be able to capture a volume. When we have surface area, because already we have calculated the cross-section area, we can easily get the volume. Now, if you can remember, we said our cylinder looks like this, a shape that looks like this, and we are told in our case here, our cylinder has a radius of 3.5 centimeter and a height of 16 centimeters. So for us to be able to get the volume of this, volume is equals to cross-sectional area times height, or actually that is the cross-section. Now the cross-sectional area is given by this cross-sectional area we're talking about is given by the area of the circle times the height. So our cross-sectional area is always the area of the circle. Now our circle here has a radius of 3.5 centimeter. So let's get the area of this particular circle. Area of a circle is calculated by pi r squared. So that's the area of a circle, and therefore this will give us area, which is pi 22/7. The radius is 3.5 squared, means the radius times radius. So 3.5 times 3.5. They will give you 0.7. That will give you 154 times 35. But we have how many decimal places? 1, 2. So we write here 2 decimal places. So that can work as a whole number here. This will give you 0, carry 2, 25, 27, carry 2, 7. They will give you 12, carry 1, 15, 16, carry 1, 4. This will give you 0, 9, 3, 5, 53, 90. But you have 2 decimal places, 1 and then 2. So that's going to give you 53.90 centimeters squared. We have gotten now the cross-sectional area, which is 53.90 square centimeters. Then times now the height. Our height is 16. So the height is the distance from here up to here. So 16 centimeters. If you multiply that well, it will give you 539 times 16. That's going to give you 54 carry 5, 18, 23, 3 carry 2, that's 2, 9, 3, 5. That's going to give you 4, 2, 6, 8. Then how many decimal places? Because of this 0 here, we are not going to put 2 decimal places, we are only going to put 1 because we have only 1 decimal place. So this is going to be 862.4 centimeters cubed. Remember, we are looking for area. 854 centimeters cubed. 854 centimeters cubed. So this is 0.5. Alright, this is 0.5. So in our calculation, we might have got wrong because, right, this is 0.5. So that will be, this is 0.5. So this is going to be 11 times 35. That is going to be 38.5. 38.5 times now the 16. So 0, this is 48, 51, carry 5, 18 plus 5, 23, 5, 8, 3, 0, 6, 1, 6. Then 1 decimal place. That's going to give you 616. I'm sorry, Lana. This is 616 cubic centimeters. We confused here. So that is how we get the volume. If you are given the pi that is the decimal one, like for example, What is the volume of an iron rod which is 8 meters long? Iron rod, 8 meters long, and then a radius of 7 centimeters. All of them are centimeter. No. So this centimeter, we change this to centimeter. That is going to give you 800 centimeter. And then you are told to give your answer in centimeters cubed. That's why I've changed this to centimeter. So that will be very easy. Volume is equals to pi r squared h. Now you understand where this has come from. Now that becomes the volume, the area. The formula of getting area of a cylinder. The pi r squared is the cross-sectional area, which you said is the area of the circle. And the area of a circle is calculated by pi r squared. Then you multiply that by height. That's where we get the formula. Volume is equals to pi r squared h. So in this case, our volume will be, we are supposed to use the pi 3.14. So pi 3.14, radius squared, 7 times 7, and the height, which is 800. I want to show you how you multiply this. Because these are two decimal places and we have two zeros here. And we are multiplying. Whenever you multiply with zeros, the decimal point moves forward. So it will move forward 2 times. 1, 2. So this will be 314 times 7 times 7 times 8. This now ceases to become 800 and becomes 8. So this will give you 49. 49, 314 times 49. They will give you 6 carry 3, 12 carry 1, 28, 16 carry 1, 5, 12, 6, 8, this is going to be 3, 5, 1. So 15, 3, 8, 6 times now our 8. That will give you 48 carry 4, 64, 68 carry 6. This is 24. 24 plus 6 is 30, carry 3, 40, 43, carry 4, and this will give you 12. So we don't have decimal places, so that will give you 123 and 88 centimeters cubed. So that will be our volume in that case. So that's how we get volume when we're given certain shapes. So there will be a chart there to be filled. There's a chart to be filled there. And says, one, we have cross-sectional area, sometimes given, other times not given, then the height is given, then the volume. I want to do one question where you're given the cross-sectional area of the cross-section. When I mention area of the cross-section, learner, what should come to your head is that area of the cross-section is area of the circle. So the area of the circle is given as 113.04 centimeters squared. And then, of course, the height is given as 8 centimeters. And then the question is, what is the volume, learner? For you to get the volume, you just get the cross-sectional area times height. So the cross-sectional area is there, 04 times 8. And that will give you 113.04, 2 decimal places, then 8. 2 carry 3, 4 carry 2, 0, 9. Sorry. Yes, 9. So 2 decimal plus 1, 2. So that will give you 904.32 cubic centimeters. The units are very, very important. Centimeters cubed. Maybe I'll do the last one before I give you a couple of questions. I want to do the last one. What is the height of a cylinder with a base area of, base area I told you is also called cross-section area. So the base area stroke cross-section area in this case is 78.5 centimeters squared. Area is given in centimeters squared, and then volume is given as 392.70 cubic centimeter. And the question is, give what is the height? So the height is not given, and that's what we are looking for. And then give your answer to the nearest centimeter. Most of the time you will see that, the nearest centimeter. So what I'm doing here is that you write the formula. Volume is equal to cross-sectional area, or in this case they are giving you base area times height. In this case the volume is given. So where we have V, you replace with the volume because you know it. So 392.70 is equivalent to the base area 78.5 times the height. Simple as that, learner. You replace all that what is in the formula. So 392.70 is equals to, if you multiply this and this, you get 78.5 H to become one thing. But we don't want 78.5 H. We want H alone. So you divide by the coefficient of H. Coefficient is the number before H. So the number before the digits is 78. So 78.5 here. And then 78.5. You realize that this and this will cancel. We remain with H is equals to. Now if you divide this is 392.70, then you divide that by 78.5. Let's pick here 78.5 times 5. That will give you 5. So in this case, you can see we have one decimal place here, one decimal place here. So if you have one decimal place on the numerator and denominator, you can simply take 392.7 divided by 785. Because we have the one decimal place, this 0 is not counted because we said a 0 on this side and there is no number here. This 0 has no value. So it is that 392.7 over 78.5. So here we just ignore that 0. So that will remain you times 10 times 10 to make them all numbers. Say 3,927 divided by 785. So we see how many times do 785 get you to 3,900. So you multiply that by 5, 3, 8, so 785 by 5. 5 carry 2, 40, 42 carry 4. This becomes 39. So by 392.25. So by 5, 392.5. You remain with this is 2. You can see we have zeros here. So point, add a 0. It cannot still divide. Add a 0 there, another 0 there. Still cannot divide. Add a 0 there and a 0 there. How many times? It will be 2 times. You get 785 by 2, get 0. 17 carry 1. 1570. So 2 times 1570. 0. 3, 4. So 430. But you will be told, give your answer to the nearest centimeter. The nearest centimeter is actually 5 centimeter. So our height is 5 centimeter. So that becomes our height. Because even if we continue, it will be 5.00. So this already cannot give us our all centimeter, a unit that can be 5 point something. So it's 5.002, which is simply 5 centimeter. So that's how learner you can be able to do such questions. So whenever you are given the volume, you are given some of the things that are in the formula, replace them in the formula, and you'll be able to calculate and get these particular remaining parts of the formula. So I want to give you some exercise here. Exercise 73. That is on page 120 through 121. There are 9 questions. Those 9 questions, if done well, they're enough for practice. They are very enough for practice. Just to add something small. Okay, if you finish that in good time, you can begin. There's a mixed exercise there about volume, what we did about the wedge, and we have some questions there. You can include number 1 and 2. If you finish this, in good time. So until next time, learner, I want to wish you well. Have a very busy day. Ensure that you are doing something constructive back at home. I wish you well. Thank you.